How are you guys? You've tuned into the Brave Stars podcast, and I'm your host, Janice LaStar Simmons. I'm a survivor, a breaker of chains, and an advocate against domestic violence. And we're not talking about domestic violence right now. Well, I can leave you with the domestic violence hotline number in case you or someone you know needs the number. It's 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-7233. Okay? But I'm talking to you today because I want to share with you that I am breaking the generational curse in my family, beginning with me, for high blood pressure and sugar diabetes. I am not a doctor, and I do want you to know that what I'm sharing with you is my journey, okay? I'm not telling you to stop taking your medication. I'm just sharing my journey with you and letting you know the steps I took to become healthier and to improve my pressure levels and not become diabetic, because I was a borderline diabetic and I never took their medication. I told them I didn't want to take it. They wanted me to take it because I was borderline, and they say my father had it, so I was definitely going to get it. I'm not taking medication just to take medication because you believe I'm going to get something. My God says more than what you say, but that's just me. I'm not telling you to do that to your doctor. You know your body better than I do. If you having lightheadedness and dizzy spells and vision issues, and if you don't know, talk to your doctor. Let your doctor explain to you what's going on. Ask questions. No one is going to advocate for you. So you have to ask questions. All the questions you may have, if you can't remember to ask all of them when you go see your doctor, write those questions down. And then make sure you tell them, wait, I got a list of stuff I want to ask you, so that you can turn around and talk to them about your health. Because they don't disclose more than they need to, but they will give you a prescription. So you make sure you know what you're taking and why you're taking it, okay? Getting back to what I was saying. I am breaking the generational curse of high blood pressure and sugar diabetes in my family, beginning with me. I'm not a doctor. And if you say you're working out with us, you're doing your squats, you're doing your walking, and you become lightheaded in any way, stop doing those exercises and contact your physician. If you are struggling with breathing and getting enough air in due to those exercises or the walking, stop what you're doing and contact your physician immediately, okay? We don't want anyone having any incidences trying to become healthy. So take care of yourself. Today, what I wanted to do was share with you some of the fruits that will help you lower your blood sugar levels, and fruits that help you prevent cardiac arrest. And if you're preventing cardiac arrest, then that means it's controlling your sugar levels and your blood pressure. It's keeping your blood pressure and your sugar levels in line. So we'll be talking about that in a minute. First, I wanted to tell you that you should be saying your affirmation of meditation. This affirmation is one that I gave you last week, where you just look in the mirror. I gave it to you previously also. You look in the mirror and you are boosting your confidence in yourself. You're boosting your health in yourself. You are doing these things verbally and visually because you're looking in the mirror and you're telling yourself, I am healthy. I am whole. I am healed. I am blessed. I am loved, and I am complete. And you're saying this to yourself again and again. I am healthy. I am whole. I am healed. I am blessed. I am loved, and I am complete. Now, you may have a lot of things on your plate and trying to get a couple of things done, a few things, you may have something big coming down the pike, but you need to have the good health to enjoy whatever it is you have that you're, planting right now and sowing towards. So, I mean, I say that for my believers, but anyone, if you have something that you're working towards and it's about to come to a head, you're about to receive whatever it is from that project, you want to have the good health to enjoy it. You understand? Okay. Please share the episode, like it, save it, download it. This is not a competition. I told you guys last time, this is not a competition. What you are doing is trying to do better today than you did yesterday. So you're competing with yourself. If someone else tells you, oh, well, I've been working for, I walk 60 minutes. Like I say, I walk 60 minutes. People might tell you I walk for 2 hours or whatever. That's okay. But you start where you are. Begin where you are. If you can only walk for 15 minutes, do those 15 minutes. Do those 15 minutes for at least 4 to 5 days out of the week. Get those 15 minutes in. And then next week, add another 5 minutes to that. You have to add something else to it, because if you don't, then you're defeating the purpose. Your body is going to get used to just those 15 minutes, and you're not going to see any benefits from what it is that you're trying to do in getting healthy. So you always have to increase it, because your body starts getting used to stuff, and it'll go back to its, usual self. Just like us, we want to go back to doing what we was doing. You tell yourself, I'm not watching TV this week. I'm not going to watch no TV this week. I'm going to get some stuff done. I want to be productive. And then you may do that the first day. The second day, you pop the TV on because you're going to just watch something for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I just want to see the preview. End up watching the whole movie. Now, you didn't get anything done that you were supposed to be doing. I'm just saying, I'm giving examples. So what you want to do is you do your 15 minutes. Do it 4 to 5 days out of the week. I do mine 5 days. I do it Monday through Friday. I will do a Saturday or a Sunday if, for whatever reason, I can't do one of those days. Say I have a morning doctor's appointment, then I can't get on the treadmill. So I'm going to make that day up. I can probably do it when I get back, but I'm better in the morning times, getting mine done. Get it done in the morning, and then I can enjoy the rest of my day. I say that because I don't like to exercise, but I do it because I do like to live. You understand? So that's just me, don't judge me. You see it how you see it. I want to live, and I want to live a good life. So in order to do that, I have to keep this body that God gave me moving, and I have to nourish it properly with the foods that God provided for it. That's how you stay healthy. We don't need all those extra things that they made and created. Cheez-Its. Oh my gosh, I love me some Cheez-Its. But they don't love me. All the chemicals in those things, I can't play with that. Now, like I said, I'm going to give you some heart-healthy foods, okay? And those heart-healthy foods, what they do in keeping your heart healthy, they're also keeping your blood sugars at a steady level. They're not raising them, and they're keeping your blood pressure normal. If you're eating other foods that raise your blood pressure, then all these things can do is lower it a little bit. It's not going to lower it drastically enough for where you have normal pressure when you were eating salted chips all day, or, you know what I'm saying? So eat properly and consume these fruits that'll help in keeping your levels normal. Heart healthy fruit is kiwi. Kiwi is low in sugar. Watermelon tastes good and sweet and fruity. It's low in sugars, has a lot of water in it. And these are natural sugars. These aren't processed, man-made sugars, There's pears. Pears are also good for your skin, and there's a lot of fiber in pears. There's peaches. Peaches are another fruit that's good with keeping your heart healthy. There is strawberries. There is cantaloupe. All of these are good fruits. They're just sweet, you know. You don't want to eat all of them at the same time. So if you keep them in the house, you can go ahead and have the dish. When you're craving something sweet, grab one of these fruits. These are one ingredient foods. And they're healthy fruits that help us battle what we're battling health-wise. There's papaya. Papaya is also a good fruit for you to have to help with heart health. And there's grapefruit. Grapefruit is good for heart health. Now, all of these you can find in any supermarket. Also, another one is pomegranate. That's good for lowering the blood pressure, and it's good for healthy heart, you know. So you might have a hard time finding that. That's seasonal, the pomegranate. But otherwise, the other fruits, they are available all year. All year you can find them. So try and get some of those in your kitchen. Get those in your house. That's what I'm saying. So you can munch on those instead of ice cream and all of the other type of stuff. There's also, like strawberries, I said, the berries are great for lowering high blood pressure immediately. So you would eat you some blueberries. Blueberries are good for lowering your blood pressure. Strawberries are good for lowering your blood pressure. So that's a heavy hitter superfood, because strawberries also are good with keeping your heart healthy and lowering your sugar levels. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a double heavy hitter. That's what I call it. And there are blackberries, raspberries, cherries, and we already said strawberries, but blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and cherries. All of those are good for lowering your blood pressure. And pomegranate is also, it's a superfood, because pomegranate is good for keeping your heart healthy, and it's good for lowering your blood pressure. Cocoa, chocolate, but with 70%, at least 70% of cocoa in it. Dark chocolate, I should say, with at least 70% of cocoa in it. They have up to 90%. So look for that. Keep it in your house. I keep mine in the freezer, and I just break off a bar or two, you know, like I should say a rectangle or two, and munch on that. It's really not a sweet chocolate, but it'll do that, you know, it'll get rid of that chocolate craving if you're having a chocolate craving. I do every now and then. I have a chocolate craving, so I'll have that. Also, bananas are great for lowering your blood pressure. And you can have up to 2 bananas a day if you want. Bananas are great. They are a great one ingredient food. You can make your own bread with banana. You can make, well, me, I like to do that. I put some oats in it. You know, mash up a banana. I wait until, like, I buy 5 organic bananas, right? I'll try to eat a banana every day. If I should miss a day or two and my banana gets brown, then I'm going to make bread with that banana. I'm going to use oats, like from oatmeal. Not that little instant stuff, but the oatmeal and then the banana. I'm going to mix that up, bake it. Put that inside of I got a glass bread dish that's really small, because it's just me anyway eating this. My daughter doesn't like bananas at all. She's just different when it comes to certain things. She likes what she likes. And I will turn around and bake that, and then I could take a slice of that, have it with my tea. So when I want that sweet thing, and I'm thinking I'm going to have a banana, but I know I made the banana bread because my bananas was brown, and I don't like to eat them when they're brown. Don't judge me. That's just don't. And they're supposed to be really good for you when they're brown like that, but I don't like to eat it like that. I don't like eating mush, okay? So therefore, I will eat my banana bread with some tea. That's what I was saying. I mean, if you want recipes, you can reach me for a recipe. It's going to be Quaker oats. That's what I use. And I use a brown banana. I should say extra ripe, but brown banana. And Yeah, like that. I'll tell you how to do it if you want the recipe. Anywho's, citrus is lemon, lime, oranges, and grapefruit. Those are all good for having a healthy heart, okay? There's citrus. And then there's the pomegranate. We mentioned that. You can't find it everywhere, but you can find it in fruit stands, especially if you have any of those little Asian stores. They usually have those on hand. But I believe they're seasonal, okay? Then there's the berries. We mentioned the blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries. So I may be giving you these things repetitively, but keep them in your house. These are good fruits that can help you have a healthy heart and help you lower your blood pressure and help you lower your sugar levels. So if either one of those three things are an issue for you, just get them in the house so you can have those fruits. Those particular fruits will help you. And that's really the butt of it today. Also, you can share this episode, like I said. Share it, download it, save it, like it, and get somebody, a friend of yours. I know you know somebody who's also having some of these health issues. Let them listen to it. Pass it on to them. You should be drinking half of your body weight in water on the daily basis. This also helps these fruits work for us because everything that's being mentioned works with each other. You got to be drinking your water. You got to stay hydrated. You got to keep this body hydrated. Our cells, our body cells are made up of, 98% water? That's the cells, not the body itself, but the cells to our bodies are made up of 98% water. You want to keep those cells functioning properly because if you don't take in enough water, then your body starts holding on to whatever water it can get from whatever foods it takes in. And if you're eating all of these processed foods, you're not taking in anything to keep your body from getting sick. Your sick body, when you have a sick body, it comes out through your pores. Either you're going to have acne or you're going to have heart troubles. You're going to have blood pressure issues. You're going to have sugar level issues. You're going to have knee problems. You're going to need surgeries for different things. There's so many issues. Your eyes can end up acting up. There are issues that this body will let you know, I need something, So listen to your body. Be a little more in tune with yourself. Start, though, with your water. You want to drink that water. Get those fluid ounces in. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking at least 50 fluid ounces of water. None of us should be weighing 100 pounds. So whatever your weight is, your physical weight, stand on the scale. If you're 200 pounds, drink 100 fluid ounces of water. If you're 150 pounds, drink 75 fluid ounces of water. Divide it by your weight, and that's the amount of fluid ounces of water you should be drinking per day on the daily basis, okay? You want to walk. Like I said, start with 15 minutes if you're not a walker. If you are somebody who can walk and do, you're healthy enough to walk around, push yourself to 30 minutes, okay? If you've been walking and you do this on the regular, push it up then. From 30 minutes, go to an hour. Walk for an hour a day. But you can change it up. You can do other exercises. I want you to do squats. You need to be doing at least 50 squats. If you're new to squats, they may be a little difficult for you. So start with just doing 15 squats, all right? Not 5, not 10, 15 squats. Do them on the regular basis, on the daily basis. Get them squats in. You start with just the, if you can't do 15 squats straight up, do 5 squats, pause a minute in between, do another 5, give yourself another minute in between, another 60 seconds, and then do the other 5 squats. But you should be getting in at least 15 squats every day, okay? You're not going to do that 4 or 5 days out of the week. You're going to do this every day, because we have to bend down and pick stuff up. And what you're doing when you do squats, you're strengthening your core. And in strengthening your core, that keeps you from having slip and fall accidents, because that's the number one killer in America. People slipping and falling. And, they're older. Their balance is off a little bit. But if you strengthen your core, then you be fine. You know what I mean? As far as slipping and falling, you still might trip or slip. I said them together, but you still might have a slipping fall accident, but it won't be deadly because your reflexes and your core is stronger. You can catch yourself in the fall, or you can at least prevent yourself from hurting yourself completely. When we have a weak core, you're not catching and balancing or grabbing onto anything. You're going to fall and flop like a baby falling off of the bed. You understand? So just take care of yourself, people. Do some of this stuff, because I'm trying to tell you what can work to help you be a healthier you. Live your best life while you're here, Enjoy those things, that whatever the promotion is coming, you're having a party because whatever, you wrote the book and you want to celebrate. You got to do the book signing for the books you wrote. Whatever it is that you like to celebrate yourself with, you want the health so that you can celebrate. You don't want to be sickly and you can't even make your own party. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I love you. I can talk to you all day. But we're going to, I'm going to leave it right here. I want you to share the episode. If you want to reach me directly, you can reach me on my email. My email is JaniceLSBrave@gmail.com, like the Brave Stars podcast, JaniceLSBrave@gmail.com. That's Janice, JENICELS, Brave, BRAVE, @gmail.com. All right. I love you guys, but I gotta go. So, if you have any questions, you can reach me there. If you'd like to add something or like me to look into something that you'd like me to talk about next episode or down the road, let me know. I want to give my cousin Connie, well, her birthday is on the 20th. But Connie, happy birthday, baby. I'll call you on your birthday, too. I didn't get to make it to come to New York. I had some other issues. I'll talk to you about it when I talk to you, okay? But I was thinking about you. I really was. And I love you guys. I miss you, and I care. And that's why I'm here talking about this stuff. Share the episode. Love you guys. Later, Gators. Mm-hmm.